Hey guys, welcome back to Miss Pally's kitchen. Right down a yard, yeah? Right down a jam down. Today I want to show you how to make this simple and delicious salad. And these are my ingredients that I am using. I'm using corn. You can go ahead and use the tin corn. Just drain it and rinse it off properly. Tomato, cucumber. I have lettuce over here. I'm not using all of that lettuce. I'm using garlic clove, and for my dressing I'm going to use a tuna, and that's my protein. You can go ahead and use any protein of your choice. I'm adding some mustard, and I'm gonna use a yogurt to incorporate and to make my dressing. I'm also using a lemon, and I'm going to use some of Miss Polly natural cooking oil. You have olive oil, avocado oil, any one of the natural oil you have, you can go ahead and you use that. I'm also using some red onion, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to dice this onion, and I'm going to just put it in some water just to release that. As I was saying, guys, the onion, after dicing it, I'm going to just put it in some water just to remove that acidic taste. You know that acidic taste that when you dice your onion or slice your onion, you taste it. But when you cook it, you do not taste it. But when you're using it raw, that's when you will taste it. And I'm using this uncooked. I'm not going to cook it. And if you have the white onion, you can also go ahead and use it. If you don't have the purple onion, you can also go ahead and use the white onion as well. All right, so let us jump right into this salad here. So I'm going to clean up all these vegetables, and then I come right back to you just to make the video short and spicy for you. All right, now my ingredients has washed, and what is to be clean up, what I'm going to do now. So I'm using this lovely dicer that my wonderful subscriber has bought for me. First time I am using it. Big up yourself, Miss Merle Jean. Yep. So this is it, people. It comes with a lot of compartment. I think I will be only using the dicing section for this salad. Alright, so the first thing I want to do, and this is my bowl that I'm going to use. So the first thing I want to do now is to, you see, because I want to put the onion in some water to remove the acidic taste, I want to do the onion first. So I want to just dice the onion. So I want to just place it like that, and then I'm going to just squeeze down to dice it up. Alright, so now that we have completed that, what I want to do is just to remove this, remove the top, and I'm going to just put it to the plate. And I'm going to just add some water. And just set aside while I continue. I'm going to do the corn. So what I'm going to do is to remove so I'm onto the tomato. I'm just going to just close this down and just give it a press. Just to dice the tomato. And there you have it. There it is. Alright, so I'll just continue to dice up my tomato. Squeeze it down, and yeah, that's onto my cucumber. So what I want to do is just cut it in two. What I'm going to do now is to remove the seed of the cucumber. I'm not using the seed. I'm going to cut it into four and just easily remove the seed. Alright now guys, so I finished remove the cucumber seed. Alright, and what I do, because I want them to hold in my dicer, I'm cutting them up in small pieces just for them to hold. Alright, so I'm going to just take one up and I'm going to place it right there. You can turn it either way, anyhow you want to turn it, you can turn it. And we are just going to dice right down, and just going to gently squeeze down on it. So once I squeeze down on it, lock that loud noise. You guys never heard the loud noise, but this is it. This is it. I don't have to do this. I'm just showing you that it dice into pieces. I don't have to do that. All I need to do is just reload by adding more. Just adding more. Sorry about that, that wasn't shown properly. Alright, and same procedure, we're just going to just close. Alright, so I'm going to just I don't want the video too long. Squeeze the, whoops, you hear that noise? Yeah, that's it. That's the dicer. And then I lift and missing in action. Yeah man, so I continue to do them until I'm finished. I am down to the last piece now guys, so let's load up, down, and gently press. That's it. Lift, and yeah, that is it. So when you're finished now, you're going to remove the cover, and there you have your vegetable nicely diced. I'm going to add it to this container here. Okay, we're gonna move on now to the lettuce. Alrighty, so I'm gonna move on to my lettuce now, and you can use any lettuce you're comfortable with. Lettuce of your choice, you can go ahead and use it. I'm using just a peg of garlic cloves here. I'm going to dice that, but I want to strain off my onion, so I'm going to just, this is a multi-purpose thing, so I'll remove the cover. I'm gonna add the strainer into that, and I'm going to just strain my onion off. Remember, we add some water to it just to remove the acidic taste. With that. Right, so we want to just shake that off. So what I want to do now is to add back this to our dish. That is it. That is our onion. We're going to set it aside. Moving on to the lettuce. Alright, so I'm just going to just cut my lettuce up. You can even use your hand to pop it, tear it apart if you wish to. Anything comfortable with you, you can go ahead and do just that. So you can cut more than one. You don't have to be cutting one like I'm doing. You can just roll it. Roll a lot of it together to save time. And then you want to just cut. Alright, so I'm going to just dice up my garlic. I'm going to mince up my garlic, not dice. I want to mince up my garlic clove. Let me add back this lettuce to the plate. Alright, moving on to my 1 clove of garlic. I want to mince that up. I'm using half of a lemon. Half of a lemon I'm just going to squeeze just to get some juice here. And this is what I'm going to add to my creamy sauce that I'm about to make for my salad right about now. So now that I've finished everything, I prepared everything, I'm going to add it to my bowl. So let me remove these out of the way, and let's just go ahead and add to my bowl that I am using. Alright, so first thing, I want to add my cucumber. So I dice everything, guys. I dice everything. I'm gonna go ahead and add my tomato, my lettuce, my onion, and my corn. Alright, let me just put this aside, and I'm going to work on my dressing now to add to this wonderful nutritious salad that I am making for you guys. Last but not least, let's add our tuna to our bowl. And I did drain the water of the tuna. Alright, we want to just put that aside and over to making our wonderful creamy sauce right here. So first thing first, I want to add my lemon juice. Add it to the bowl. I'm going to add some of my natural coconut oil, about a tablespoon. Then in with my minced garlic clove. I'm gonna go ahead and add some salt, using some pink salt. You can use any salt of your choice, just a pinch of salt. Then we want to go in and add our mustard. Then I'm gonna add my yogurt as well, using some natural yogurt to create that creamy, lovely. This is a wonderful salad, guys, and this is a wonderful sauce. Alright, so I want to just mix this just to incorporate everything, and then we are going to just add it to our salad. Feel free to incorporate anything else that you want to incorporate in your salad. Feel free to incorporate it. Alright, so I'm gonna go over to my bowl now to add this wonderful creamy sauce to my salad. Alright guys, so I am pouring my creamy dressing all over my wonderful lettuce salad. Then I'm gonna go ahead and incorporate, and you know I'm not gonna leave nothing on the plate, so I'm gonna use my spatula to scrape out everything. This is smelling really good, and I know it tastes good. For all the salad lovers, simple salad, simple lettuce salad. Ingredients easy to get, no hassle, no bustle to get the ingredients. Alright, so what we want to do now is to incorporate all of this. Alright, so we are going to incorporate this wonderful dressing into our salad, guys. So you want to mix. As I said, the ingredients are very easy. Feel free to incorporate what you want to incorporate in it. If you want to add some more of your vegetable, you can please go ahead and do so. But this is a wonderful salad. So hope you enjoy. Please remember to share the videos, guys. Share my videos. Like the videos. Share it with your family and your friends. Thanks in advance. When you make this, you tell me how it tastes. If you like it. So this is it. Wonderful salad. So this is it, guys. This is our creamy lettuce salad. I'm going to dive into some right now.